What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On this episode of Truck Central, we're gonna be checking out the Black Beast. Alright guys, so I'm here with the owner, Mike. He owns the Black Beast. He's going to tell us a little bit about the origins of the truck and why he got started building it. And then we're going to go for a little ride in it, and we're going to talk about all the things that are done to it, so stay tuned. Mike, why don't you walk us through how the truck got started, you know, why you kind of bought it, why you decided to build it, and just a little bit of the things you have done to it.
Okay, I wanted an SUV to carry everything that I wanted, and I wanted a vehicle that can do everything that a truck can do. So I decided on a Excursion, and I knew I wanted a diesel. So I ended up buying a black 4x4 diesel, and it kind of blossomed from there. A little bit of a lift kit, a little bit bigger tire, a little bit higher lift, a little bit bigger tire, and next thing you know, it's very large with very large tires and very high. Once I realized how much of a response it was getting from the public, because I built it for me, I didn't build it, I just built it to do everything I wanted it to do. I decided that I could do good with it, so I just went to car shows and fundraisers, charity events, and I could bring crowds with the truck, so I could bring awareness to anything to do with veterans, PTSD awareness, cancer awareness, autism, Children's Miracle Network, and pretty much any other charity that I could get on board.
All right, so and if you guys don't know, I'm active duty military. I'm in the 82nd. This is a fellow paratrooper who did time in the 82nd as well, retired military guy. So show him some love on the video, hit the like button and comment how much you guys like the truck and what you liked most about it. And with that, we'll go ahead and take a ride in it and talk about some of the things that are done to it. So what size is the lift?
It's 18 inches of lift on 46-inch tires.
Man, that is crazy. Yeah, it is. The camera is not going to do it justice because it's a GoPro and it's a wide angle lens, but I mean, I'm 5'10", so you can see how enormous the truck really is. So tell me about like the bumpers. What kind of bumpers are these?
Well,
Boondock?
These are Boondock bumpers. It's a veteran-owned company.
Okay.
They're one of my sponsors. I have quite a few sponsors. They sent me the bumpers to put on my truck. I had them powder coated through Kozer's Powder Coating.
Awesome.
Another one of my sponsors. So I could not afford this all on my own. So I have quite a few sponsors.
We all know that struggle, brother. Trust me. The sponsorship train is nice when you can get on it.
Yes, it is.
And one thing I noticed earlier when I opened the door is the step rails. They're electric.
Yes.
So the step rails kick down.
They drop down.
That is awesome.
So you can step up in the truck. And when you close the door, they fold right back up.
That is too cool. That is too cool. Where'd you get the wrap done at?
Patriot Signs. They again, one of my sponsors.
Yeah.
They did an awesome job doing a metallic gray distress flag. They also do all my decals and my billboard. And again, Boondock bumpers in the rear.
And you've taken this quite a few car shows around the local area. I know I've seen you out there before. How many awards has this thing won? Do you even know? Have you counted?
Well, I'll put it this way. The amount of awards I don't know, but I donated about 115 trophies to Wildland Diesel, so they can use them when they do shows, so they don't actually have to buy trophies.
Wow.
I don't do it for the trophies. I do it for the charity.
Right.
So I donated to them about 115 trophies.
Wow. That's impressive. I like the ladder on the side.
Yep, that's custom built. Me and a friend of mine, we built the ladder and the rack.
That's awesome.
You'll know it's a one-off.
Now, are these custom, or do they make these for this truck?
Well, they are actually made for a F250 or F350.
Okay.
Which the front of my truck from here forward is the same as an F250 or 350. But what I had to do was cut them here so the door can open and close.
To make it work.
Right.
And it looks factory. You can't even tell. I mean, you can't tell really by looking at it that it's any different than... I was like, man, those are some giant, like, bushwhacker looking flares.
They are bushwhackers.
They are bushwhackers? Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Tow mirrors, did these tow mirrors come with the truck, or
no,
you added those?
They didn't.
Okay.
The actual mirrors that came with it, we all call them puppy dog ears.
Oh, yeah.
They look like little puppy dog ears. These are off of a 2010 F550. Mm-hmm. So they're all power. They got the turn signals and running lights in them. And it was a pretty easy conversion.
Let's talk about this turn down exhaust you got going on. So what size is this tip?
It's huge. The pipe itself is 5-inch.
Okay, so the tip's probably
7.
+7, yeah.
And it's straight pipe, and I have it turned down so it doesn't blow exhaust everywhere.
And then I see train horns.
Correct.
Awesome. And this bad boy's still riding on leaf springs.
Yes, it is. These are Atlas leaf springs, which gives me the lift. And then the King shocks, which are the nitrogen shocks, and they got about 150 psi in each one of them.
Nice. Now, do you have anything motor-wise done to the truck?
Yes, it's got methanol injection.
Okay.
It also has, I've got 3 computers on it that are running it. Currently, right now, I haven't done a whole lot to the engine. I mean, it's still around 500 horsepower and around 1,000 foot-pounds of torque.
Right.
But since this is my daily driver, I didn't want to turn it into a race truck.
Plus, I mean, it's a 7.3 liter engine. It's a massive engine already. Tons of power, tons of torque.
Right.
You really don't have to do a lot to the engine anyway. No. It's not, it's not like it's a little 5.3 or nothing. This is a big boy.
Entire fuel system. It's running on a fast fuel system.
I seen the pumps on the side.
Right.
Yep.
Those are the dual filters.
Yep.
Because I was having fuel problems, so I decided to just gut the entire fuel system and put in a completely new one.
And these lights are completely custom. These aren't even the lights for this year and make and model of the truck. You said these have come off of a newer.
Correct. This truck is a 2002.
Right.
These come off of a 2004. They're brand new headlights that I ordered, and I gave them to Extreme Lighting and Audio, and he disassembled them and put in all the different lights. There's color changing, there's halo, there's angel eye and demon eye, and there's also LED strips for turn.
That is so awesome. Now the grill, is that custom painted, or did the grill come like this with the flag?
I did that.
Okay.
Since I wanted something to go along with the flag on the back, and I didn't want just a plain black grill, I cut out some star shapes out of some tape, put it on there, and painted it myself. And
it looks great, man. Like, it looks like you bought it like that. Really, really awesome. So, right when we were getting ready to do the cold start, my camera messed up, and I lost all of the footage from the ride-along from the Black Beast. So I had to meet up with our guy Mike on a different day, and today he has his trailer with him, and I'm gonna reshoot this video. Sorry, it's kind of loud. There's a water thing in the background, but I'm gonna reshoot the video for the ride-along so you guys get the ride-along footage, because it just would not do this vehicle justice just to have the walk around the outside and talk about it. I want to see the ride-along and inside the vehicle as well. And check out this custom made trailer that he made for this thing. It's not done yet. He's gonna lift it, make it the same size as the Black Beast, and hard mount the toolbox and everything like that. But it's gonna be really badass when he's done with it. So it's pretty cool that even though we had to do this on another day, we get to see the trailer and everything that goes along with the Black Beast as well. All right, so let's try this cold start again, without the camera messing up this time. Fuel pump's kicking on. Oh yeah. smoke.
A little smoke.
Oh yeah, a little cold. So, like I said last time, guys, my camera cut out. So we're going to be talking about a lot of the same things we talked about in the first video, which is fine, but because you guys weren't get to hear it. So he has 3 screens up here. This one shoots out of his back tire because it's a blind spot for the vehicle, and when cars are riding along, they tend to ride in his blind spot. This is so he can see. This is his backup camera, and then that's another camera that he has over there. What was this? This is
one of the computers. It's an Edge computer, but I'm using it for monitoring only right now.
Right.
It's got my engine oil temperature, transmission temperature, voltage, and RPMs. This is the methanol injection computer over here, and then these are other gauges.
All right.
So I can pretty much monitor everything.
Cool. All right. Well, we're gonna get ready and take a ride in this bad boy. It's got the bucket seats in the mid, and then the bench seat in the back, with a huge box full of speakers that sound really awesome. Trust me. It's got the DVD player for the people in the back. All right, well, let's get started riding in this thing. Now, what kind of head unit you got in here? Kenwood?
Yeah, this is a Kenwood. It's a tilt out. I haven't hard mounted it yet because I'm going to swap it out and do
the one that comes out and lifts up?
The iPad.
Oh, the iPad.
The
okay.
iPad, and then I'll have this down here.
Okay, gotcha. And this was your CB radio and your siren, because you said you used to be a volunteer police officer, right?
Well, I was actually a full-time police officer.
Full-time police officer, okay.
But I just happened to have that left over, and so I put it in here for an extra control box.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And if you guys think this truck is badass already, it has all kinds of cool features on the inside too, like his center console here is actually a lock box. It's a safe. He installed that himself. So when he's at truck shows and car shows and stuff, he can lock his wallet, his pistol, whatever he wants to put in there, and he can let people climb around and crawl around the truck, and he doesn't have to worry about anything going missing or something like that. Let's be honest, not everyone is always honest when you go to events like that and stuff like that. You don't want anything come up missing. So I thought that was a pretty cool feature that he has done to the truck. As well as let's talk about the sound system in the back. That thing's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I'm about to redo a lot of it, and I like it to be hidden. I do the sound system for myself, not for other people.
Yeah.
But there's 2 15s, 4 10s, and about 12 other speakers. I'm gonna up it to the same 2 15s, 4 10s, but I'm gonna change it out to about 18 other speakers. I'm gonna do custom door panels and
yeah. And we were talking before. You have the little tweeters in the door.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you can see.
Yeah.
When I'm done, that's pretty much all you're gonna be able to see.
Yeah, the rest of the speakers will be all hidden and stuff. It's pretty cool. And you went to an event this weekend, and the truck took best SUV?
Yes, I did a charity event for Children's Miracle Network.
Yeah. And
at the Walmart on Skybo, my truck took, or the Beast took best SUV.
Nice. So. Another trophy to add to the collection. Now, what is it? When you register for the event, that money is the money that goes towards the charity?
Correct.
Okay.
A lot of them are average about $20 to register. You pay your $20, and that money goes towards the charities. They also have 50-50 drawings and raffles and selling food or whatever, and portions of those proceeds also get added to the amount.
Okay. And like we were talking about before, this truck is on methanol injection. Now, in my world, where I come with fast cars, methanol is typically used as a fuel additive, also to be able to add more timing into the car, because it does up the octane level of the fuel and decreases your intake air temperatures. But on the Beast here, he mainly uses it to decrease his temperatures, right? You said your exhaust temps.
Correct.
Right.
It'll help with increasing the horsepower a little bit.
Right.
It'll help with increasing the fuel mileage a little bit. But the main reason I use it for is it lowers your exhaust gas temperatures. And since this is a diesel, the exhaust gas temperatures are a lot higher than a gas car.
Right.
And if I'm pulling a heavy trailer or if I'm driving it very hard, the temperatures will get pretty high, and I I don't want to melt the exhaust.
Right. Yeah. Plus, it's also higher because you have the whole deleted, straight pipe design, all that stuff. So gas temps get pretty high. So he uses methanol to cool it down, which I thought was pretty cool. I never would have guessed when I first met you and seen the truck that it was on methanol. It's just pretty cool to me to see something like this typically used in more of a race application or something like that.
It's actually a water meth mix.
Yeah. It was like a 70-30?
No, 49-51.
Oh, okay.
I got a little hot, so it adds a little more to the horsepower, but it still is pretty safe. I don't have it turned up all the way. It only raises the injection due to the how much boost the turbo is actually putting out.
Nice. It's so cool watching this little video here, like cars going by and they're almost smaller than the truck. Now, are those the amps underneath the bench seat, or what is all that wiring underneath the bench seat?
That's just lights.
Oh, okay.
I have interior lights because sometimes there's car shows that are at night and they want to see
Gotcha.
lights inside. Sometimes it just helps when it comes to judging. And a lot of times if I do a cancer awareness show, I'll change all my lights to pink.
Okay, that makes sense.
If I do Children's Miracle Network, I change them all to yellow. If I do autism, I change them to all the colors and it blinks and rotates through.
Cool. That's cool.
4th of July, I'll have them red, white, and blue.
Nice. Do you have an event to go to on the 4th, or?
I don't as of right now, but a lot of things get thrown last minute.
Yeah.
And if it's a charity, I'll do everything in my power to go and support it.
With this thing being so tall, I expected a lot more body roll, but with the leaf springs in the back, it really is pretty stable.
It's got Atlas leaf springs, gives it an 18-inch lift. I've also got King nitrogen and hydraulic shocks that have about 150 psi.
Yeah.
So it keeps the roll to a minimum.
Because I've rode in lifted Jeeps that were like, whoa, like you're about to fall out, and this one's actually really pretty stable.
You can still corner pretty hard with this.
Yeah, that's surprising.
But I didn't want too much of a body roll since this is my daily driver.
Yeah.
I do want it to be comfortable. It is a little stiffer because of a larger vehicle, but to me it's still comfortable.
But it's crazy how well this thing performs and drives on the road, especially as a daily driver with the amount of modifications that you have done to it.
Well, the thing is if you modify it correctly, then it still drives correctly.
Yeah.
As you can see, I can just drive it with a finger. It's still a normal vehicle. I don't have to drive it like this. I'm not chasing it down the road. It's because I spent the time designing the suspension lift. I spent the time in the steering components and used quality equipment to make sure that it is super safe.
Right.
And it doesn't fall apart on me since, like I said, it's a daily driver.
Right. Yeah, you see the truck that I pulled up in, we just bought that, getting ready to start modding it. It's going to get lifted, wheels and tires and all that stuff too. Just put new step rails on it yesterday, and I did a video on that and posted it on the channel.
Yeah, I just picked up Warren as a sponsor, and they...
oh, like the winch company? Warren Winch? Okay.
Warren Winch, Warren Industries, and they sent me a bunch of equipment, and they're sending me a new link for my winch that's rated at 20,000 pounds, so I can get rid of the big D-ring on the front.
Okay.
I've got new shackles all the way around. I've got the extreme tow kit back there in the seat. They're a pretty good sponsor.
Now, I know this is your daily driver, so you probably don't want to risk breaking it or anything like that, and it does a lot of shows for charity and raises money for good causes. Do you actually ever off-road it any?
I do.
Okay.
Surprisingly, actually not surprisingly, when any of my friends get stuck, I'm the first person they call.
That is not surprising.
And when I go out there and I get them unstuck, by the time I've gotten them unstuck, I'm usually pretty muddy.
Yeah.
I might as well have a little fun while I'm out there. Now, I don't beat on it and bash it because it's my daily driver, but it's still a 4x4 lifted truck, and it still gets used for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's quite often you'll see a lot of pavement princesses that don't ever see mud, you know. And
yeah, I had a few shows ago, somebody had accused my truck of being a mall crawler.
yeah.
And I said, no, I said, I actually take it in the mud. Not a whole lot, but I do take it in the mud. And he said, there's no way because it looks so good. So I climbed up underneath the truck and I grabbed a big chunk of mud from the inside of the frame rail and I handed it to him. I said, here, you can keep that.
Nice. The truck does look good though. It looks clean. I know you probably keep it pretty clean for the shows and stuff.
Well, it gives me an excuse to wash it every weekend.
I was gonna say, washing this thing is probably quite a chore. I mean, you got a pressure washer?
No, I don't. I don't like pressure washers because they put water where you don't need them. I'm a hand wash kind of guy.
Okay, so just a garden hose and a
Yep.
couple buckets. Yeah,
Exactly, and a ladder.
and a ladder. And I think the last time that we talked, you said you just got a new tire sponsor too, right? Or you're getting
No,
one?
I'm actually looking for one.
Oh, you're looking for one. That's right.
I've
Okay.
got my tire sponsor is no longer in the tire business, and it's not easy to find 46-inch.
Well, give us the specs.
Tires.
Maybe somebody's watching that can give you a hookup.
Well,
What size are you looking for?
right now they're 20-inch rim with 46-inch tire. They're Goodyear military grade tires, but I'm actually thinking of stepping up to the big boys in the 53s.
Nice.
But I haven't decided yet. There's plenty of lift on the truck,
Yeah.
so I have no clearance issues. I'm looking for a new rim sponsor because I currently have Ultra wheels, and they are no longer going to stock a 12-inch wide, 20-inch rim. So,
Okay. Now, do you have any merch for the Black Beast? T-shirts, hats, key
not
tags?
for the Beast. I do have from a lot of my sponsors. They give me stickers and koozies and hats and T-shirts that I give away. I'm looking at possibly getting some shirts
Yeah, I think they would do well.
for the Beast.
That'd be kind of cool. Because it's funny because when I posted that I was going to go to do the video on this truck, you'd be surprised at how many responses I got. Like, oh, I know that guy, or I've seen that truck, or yeah, I love that thing. I seen him at Walmart the other day, or all kind of crazy responses I got. People around know this truck.
Yeah, I do drive it all the time, and it's funny. I will still occasionally run across that one person that says, "I've never seen that truck before."
Yeah.
And I don't know what to say to them.
The running or the steps that kick down automatically when you open the door.
Right.
Is that something that you guys kind of fabricated?
No, that's actually, they are from a company called Sidewinder.
Okay.
Kodiak.
Now the only ones I've seen are the solid, straight across running boards that come down when you open the door. I've
Right.
never seen them like this.
Right. This company actually doesn't exist anymore.
That's why I've never seen them.
So,
it's the only truck I've ever seen with
If
them.
I ever have any issues with them, I have to rebuild them and repair them myself.
Yeah.
And I don't know why everybody wants ones like that.
Yeah. It's
Because every door has its own step.
Yeah. And it's not a big giant rail going all the way across. I
And
guess
they drop down a lot farther than the rail does.
Yeah. They look really cool. And you just have to wire that in with a relay or something that tells them when the door's open. Or
I just hooked it in for the switch. There's a magnetic switch on each door.
Okay.
That tells
it when the door's
don't
open.
light,
Gotcha.
When the door is open, and I've just wired them into those.
That's awesome. Yeah, they're really cool. I've never seen any quite like that. It's so funny the amount of looks you get riding around in this truck. There's my little truck. You could put my truck in the trailer and drive it around. Wow, you can barely even see my truck. Let's hop out and see what the difference is. I love how that rail just kicks down like that. It's so awesome.
There's the perspective. My bumper, your hood.
Yeah, that is gnarly. Hopefully it'll be mine will be a little better when I get it lifted, but it ain't gonna be this. But yeah, this is really awesome. I love this truck. I love the color. I love everything you've done to it. The customized parts, everything. So awesome.
Well, it's a labor of love.
Yes, I know that. I'm working on 3 different vehicles. I got that truck, I got my Camaro, and I got my 55, and I'm building them all at the same time. So I know that pain. Well, once again, Mike, it was awesome to see the beast. Thanks for bringing it out twice now, since my camera wanted to take a crap on me the first time, and letting us get a ride along, and letting me get another ride along in the truck. I could do this all day. Is there anything else you want to put out on the channel about the truck? Any events you might be going to where people can catch you if you have anything lined up?
I like to track all my events on the Lifted Black Beast Facebook page.
Okay.
And the Lifted Black Beast Instagram page.
All right, and both of those will be in the description below on the video as well. So you guys can go and check and follow him out, and then that way when he goes to an event, you can come out and see the Black Beast in person. I promise you won't be disappointed. It is an awesome, awesome truck. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. So thanks for watching. Thanks for clicking that play button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already for more great content, and we'll see you next time.